Hey, I'm Amir Khan, and you're watching hoopgem.com.
What's good, y'all? How's everybody doing today? It's April 2nd, 2015, and earlier today, Amir Khan, he finally came out and announced who his next opponent is going to be, and it's going to be Chris Algieri on May the 30th, and I don't think they're too sure of the venue yet, but it's looking like, from what he said, it's going to be in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. He made the announcement on, I'm looking at my computer right now, Farrell Doom's YouTube channel, so I don't know who she is, but congrats to her for getting like a big time exclusive. Now everybody who's been like following like the news has known that Khan's been out there pretty much calling everybody out. He's been desperately trying to get a big fight. He's called out Miguel Cotto, he's called out Floyd Mayweather, he's called out Manny Pacquiao. He's called out Keith Thurman, he's called out Adrian Broner. But most fans were like, I mean, I can speak for myself. I was like, it was cool with me seeing him call like those guys out. But the problem that most people had was that the guy that he really should be fighting, who has been calling him out, who's from the same country as him, has a world title, was like the only guy that Khan didn't seem interested in fighting, and that was Kell Brook. I mean, when I interviewed Amir Khan last week in Vegas at the Gary Russell-Johnny Gonzalez fight, I like brought up to him, you know, that like, we all know that you want Mayweather and Pacquiao, and wouldn't it be the best way to go after that, fighting one of those guys, would to be to fight Kell Brook and get the IBF strap? Because if you have the IBF strap, it gives you like more of a chance to lure those guys, either Mayweather or Pacquiao, into fighting you. Because the welterweight division is close to having an undisputed champion, which is like a major thing. And I'm pretty sure that Mayweather or Pacquiao, if they don't retire after this fight, that going after Amir Khan would make the most sense for their career. Not only would it be a good payday, but they'd be able to sell that the winner of this fight is the undisputed champion in the division. You know, and I brought all this up to him, like, right to his face. And, like, in the beginning of the interview, he was like, yeah, Kell Brook's not big in America, yada, yada, yada. But then, like, towards the interview, at the end of it, he came to, like, in agreement with me in saying that, you know, you're making a lot of sense, and, you know, I'm going to go back and talk to my team about it. Well, I'm not going to say I don't know if that happened or not, but he's not fighting Kell Brook. He's going to be fighting Chris Algieri May 30th. At the Barclays Center. I think this is a pretty good fight. They're both good boxers. I'm interested to see how Chris Algieri is going to look since he's been let out of the cage. He left his old trainer, Tim Lane, and now he's with Sergey Kovalev's trainer, John David Jackson. I actually saw Sergey Kovalev yesterday at the Wildcard Gym. That dude is a beast, man. Like, just like not even just boxing wise, just like human being wise. Like, that's just like a dude that I would not advise anyone to mess with. But going forth, I kind of read a confusing tweet coming from Dan Raphael not too long ago. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I'll just read it. Give me a second, please. Sorry. Okay, so Dan Raphael tweeted about an hour ago that the IBF ordered a 147 eliminator bout between Tim Bradley and Amir Khan, and the IBF has said that Khan turned it down. Now, I remember within the last few weeks or so that it was rumored that Heyman and Arum were talking about possibly putting Khan and Bradley on the undercard of Mayweather Pacquiao, which would have made all the fans very happy, because that not only is that a great main event fight on its own, but as a co-main event on the biggest fight ever. Like, who wouldn't want that? So I'm not too sure. Well, I'm pretty sure why it fell apart, because at the moment Khan, he doesn't want any parts of Burke. Not to say he's scared of him or anything, because like I honestly don't believe professional fighters are scared of each other. It's just like I hate saying this, and I hate people saying this. I hate to hear people say this, but it is true. Boxing is a business, unfortunately. But what threw me off mainly about this tweet was because like the tweet says that now like the IBF is going to set up Bradley and Frankie Gavin. But I had been hearing like a whole bunch recently that Tim Bradley and what's his name, K9, Cornelius Bundridge, that was pretty much a done deal, and that they were going to be fighting sometime in June, I believe, for Bundridge's 154-pound title, the IBF title. So that kind of threw me off. But anyways, like I said earlier, Khan and Algieri, that's should be an interesting matchup. You know, a lot of people are upset about it. I think Amir Khan was gonna get so much hate, man. My interview with him, like, it's just so many dislikes and like people in the comments just ripping the poor guy to shreds. But I guess like he's kind of brought that on himself. But regardless, I'm looking forward to the fight with Algieri. It still has not been announced as far as I've seen yet, as while I'm making this video, on what network the fight's going to be on, like whether it's going to be like a PBC fight or a Showtime fight. I have not seen anything regarding that yet, but when I do, I'll either tweet it or you guys can go check it out on my Facebook. If you're not my friend on Facebook, I suggest you go add me. My name is Neil Anthony Johnson on there. I need to start getting back active on Twitter, but my Twitter obviously there is Hoop Jab. So yeah, you guys do me a big favor and subscribe. I got all kind of new content on the channel. Be sure and check it out. Leave a comment, give a thumbs up, and I greatly appreciate all of that. And you know, you guys have a great rest of your day.